unexpected turn during Nick Reiner's court appearance over the stabbing deaths of his parents, Rob and Michelle.
Yeah, he was set to be arraigned on murder charges when his high-profile attorney suddenly withdrew from the case.
We feel that we have no choice at this juncture but to withdraw as counsel and ask to be relieved.
While defense attorney Alan Jackson, who represented Karen Reed and Harvey Weinstein, did not say why he was stepping away from the case, but he shared a strong message outside of the courthouse.
Pursuant to the law in California, Nick Reiner is not guilty of murder.
While Nick is charged with first-degree murder with special circumstances, the charges carry a maximum sentence of death, but DA Nathan Hochman has not decided whether to seek the death penalty. He now has a public defender, and his new arraignment is scheduled for next month.
They also take in the family considerations, so I'm sure Nathan Hochman trying to meet with the siblings now left behind. Trial attorney Rachel Fiset joins us now to break down this latest development. Rachel, I'm so glad you're with us this morning. A lot of people looking at this a little stunned, and others, it seems, are saying, well, it's probably due to money. What do you think's going on here?
There are generally two reasons that an attorney seeks to withdraw, and one is due to money, that the finances of the case just don't work and the client can't pay. And the second reason is usually due to a breakdown in communication, where the lawyer and client are not meeting, can't meet, are fighting. Those are generally the two reasons. There are others, but I would guess, frankly, that you have both in this case.
Interesting. Okay, so what does this kind of withdrawal mean for the rest of the case? Does it help prosecutors at all? Does the judge or the jury factor this in later on?
I think this will not be factored in by the judge or the jury. In fact, if the jury does know, there might even be some kind of instruction that it should not be a factor in the case. As to putting on his defense, the case is still early. Alan Jackson is required to hand over all of his files, all of his research, any investigation that he's done. So I don't think this is going to have a large impact on the case, other than he won't have paid counsel, which may make that different. It's just he has a different lawyer.
Well, that's, as we heard attorney Alan Jackson publicly maintain, though, Reiner's innocence even after stepping down. How common is that once someone stepped down, and does it have any significance here?
What's very important when a judge is granting a withdrawal of an attorney is that it not prejudice the client, especially in a criminal case. So Alan Jackson cannot say or do anything that would prejudice his now former client. So he's going to maintain his innocence, he's going to say good things, or he's going to say nothing at all. So this is really not that uncommon, what he did. He's both protecting some kind of lawsuit later that him withdrawing prejudiced the client, and he's protecting the client's interests, which is always a lawyer's job.
Okay, so now he has a public defender. Do you expect to see him hire a different attorney, stick with his public defender, and what does that mean for his case?
I think right now it looks like he's sticking with the public defender. Again, we don't know the exact reasons. If there is not enough money, but there is some money, he may hire a private attorney to help defend the case. A public defender only steps in when there are financial circumstances and can only stay through a case if he meets a certain threshold of not being able to afford attorney. So I think we don't know that yet, but there are, of course, rumors that his family is not agreeing to pay for his defense, have cut him off, that kind of thing. That all makes a lot of sense given the circumstances. And so if he can prove that he does not have enough money, he will be allowed to stay with a public defender.
I see. Okay, Rachel, thank you so much for joining us this morning. We appreciate you breaking it down.
Thank you.